Good morning, church. Happy Thursday to you, midweek greeting time. And you're probably expecting to see a picture of my face at this time because that's how midweek greetings work. You see me and you hear me. Well, surprise! Here I am. No, I haven't disappeared. I was just playing hide and seek. I was thinking about surprises this week. I had a couple of surprises come my way. I expected to be recording my midweek greeting on Wednesday, but surprise, plans changed. I ended up making a quick trip to Regina to visit somebody who had a surprise happen in their life, that's for sure. They went into the hospital not feeling well. Next thing they knew, had major surgery, and they got a significant recovery ahead of them. Surprise! What do you think of surprises? Do you like surprises? Or do you not like surprises? Some people love that adrenaline rush of surprise and like to live in the place in life where you're just not sure what's happening next. Other people, that really drives them nuts. In fact, some people really don't like surprises. Not even a surprise birthday party when they're going to get a bunch of gifts. See, the thing with surprises is whether it's a good surprise, like maybe a gift or a word of encouragement or somebody stopping in to visit us, or whether it be a surprise that's a difficult nature, such as illness or another curveball that life throws at us. They both tend to have the same reaction in our bodies. We tend to get anxious, excited, nervous. Sometimes surprises can actually cause us to be overwhelmed with anxiety, and we just feel like we don't know what's happening and where to turn. This week, I was taking a look at a number of devotionals that talk about being surprised and the fact that God is not surprised. I want to share a few verses with you from Psalm 139. It's a passage that virtually every one of these devotionals that I looked at talked about and made reference to. In Psalm 139, we read, "You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You're familiar with all my ways." Those verses alone should give us some comfort that even when things come our way that we don't expect, God's familiar with what's happening. But then listen to this. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in behind and before. You lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. A little later on in the book we read, or in the chapter we read, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days were ordained for me, written in your book, before one of them came to be. How precious are your thoughts, God." When I think about this idea, what the psalmist is saying is God knows what you're going to say before you even know what you're going to say. And before you were even born, God is the one who knit you together. And he says that all of your days he knew. I love the phrase that's in there. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. In other words, if I try and wrap my head around the fact that God not only knows everything that's going on in life right now, but God knows everything that is going to happen in my life, that just blows my mind. I can't wrap my head around it. I can barely keep track of what I'm doing right now, let alone what's going to happen in the future. And sometimes it's hard to remember what's happened in the past, but God knows all of that. And God is in control of all things. And God will be glorified in all things. And God will bring us through everything, all of the surprises in life. Not a single one catch him by surprise. You had any surprises thrown at you lately? Perhaps some good surprises, things that happened you didn't expect that you're excited about. Maybe some surprises that you're not too excited about. Whatever the case is, whatever surprises that you've had, know that God is in control. and God was not surprised. When that thing came out of left field and completely blindsided you, God wasn't blindsided. And when that joyous experience of being surprised with something good happened, God was not surprised. God is at work in all of these circumstances. And may we find comfort in that this week. I don't know what this week holds for you. I don't even know what this week holds for me. I may have some ideas, but only God truly knows. And may we find comfort in knowing that God is not surprised when life throws curveballs at us and we get surprised. I just want to read a few more verses out of this passage just as words of comfort for those who perhaps are struggling with some surprises that life has sent their way this week. May you find comfort and peace from these words, beginning at verse 9 of Psalm 139. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light becomes night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like day, for darkness is as light to you. God is with us, and God knows everything, and God is in control of everything, and God is not surprised. May we find comfort and encouragement from that as we go into this week, whatever this week holds. As we look forward in this week, one of a couple things that I do anticipate will happen. We'll be gathering for Sunday morning service again, so hopefully you've pre-registered for that. It's great to have a number of people back in the service for worship together. Also great to have people continuing to gather on the live stream. We will continue to offer the live stream as we have been, and so you can come to either service, either in person or on the live stream. But also be sure to mark on your calendars this Sunday evening, 7 o'clock, as we'll be having an evening worship service, a missions service. We'll be having an opportunity for us to worship God through singing, through prayer, but also through hearing sharing, as our Seamless Link ministry partner, Michaela, will be sharing with us some of the details of when she's heading back to the Asian Spice region and what she will be doing when she's there. She'll be leaving pretty quick, and so you'll want to be sure to be a part of this evening, and it'll be a great opportunity for us to hear from her, but also for us to be able to celebrate with her what God has brought her through over this last extended time period of being at home on home assignment, but also what she anticipates God is going to do as she returns. And so I encourage you to come and be a part of that. You do not need to pre-register for that service. All the rest of the restrictions will still be in place, though, as they would be for a Sunday morning service. The other thing is that evening service will not be live streamed due to the creative access nature of the ministry that Michaela is involved in. We will not be able to do that. And so if you're wanting to hear about the work that Michaela is doing, you'll want to be sure to be at the church, 7 o'clock on Sunday, July 13th. So until we're able to gather together to worship on Sunday, have a great week. I look forward to seeing what God has in store for all of us, and may we experience God's blessing as we go and be the church God has called us to be, intentionally becoming people who embrace and reveal God's love. Have a great week, church.